by promoting outstanding customer satisfaction. When can a customer get outstanding satisfaction? For example, when now Ashad Masam sale is going on. So, how to attract a women customer if you are selling a particular garments? That is, a woman must be attracted in Shravan Masam either for jewelry or for textile clothing, saris. So, you just observe they will be attracting, telling that 1 kg is 500 rupees. Kg saris are 500 rupees. So, what are those kg? What are the material to be taken, weight, and everything will be hidden. They'll just say that 1 kg of saris will be given for 500 rupees. Select any sari. Once you step into that is for attraction offer. Once after setting the particular in organization, that is shop, you will be given, sir, these set of saris only be given are in the offer. Why they invite the customer like this? Once the customer is stepping into the particular organization, obviously they will be seeing the saris, and if they are not happy with these saris, they will go to the other saris. But it is the organization's interest to bring the customer to the entrance step of the shop. That is the reason they'll say that kg saris are 500, kg saris are 5,000 rupees. And now coming to jewelry shops, these will say that there will be a reduction of value added tax, or old gold will be exchanged for new gold, and there will be wastage, means amount will be reduced. Wastage amount percentage will be reduced from 19% to 15% if you buy in this Ashad Masam during this particular period. So these are the ways how to give attraction for the customer. But I do say that a customer cannot be means outstanding customer, because now I enjoy, I'm a customer, but utmost satisfaction of the customer means it's very difficult. So it can reduce the amount of investment, means that is investment here is nothing but capital employed. What is meant by capital employed? I think you will be knowing that it is the necessary amount to produce the required type and quantity of products. So in order to produce the quantity of goods and services, we need certain investment that is in the form of capital. So once capital is procured, obviously it can do this by increasing the effective capacity. I have been telling you since my day one class that operations management is nothing but to strengthen the limited resources for use of maximum utility or maximum capacities. So here finance is the limited one, and how to use rupees 10 for multiplication or multiple satisfactions. That is what is how your operations management reflects. Now, this apart from this, it can provide the basis of future innovation. Future innovations means earlier, let me tell you with the help of an example. In the good olden days, when Chandana brothers, it is the surname of five brothers from Vishakhapatnam. So it is surname. Chandana is their surname. So that is the reason brothers, five brothers all together have started that particular business with their brand name. That's the reason it is known as Chandana Brothers. So first they have started with saris. Next they have gone for premier saris like patu saris and everything. Next they have introduced number of branches. After number of branches were introduced, they have spread over their business to both the Telugu states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Next they have started jewelry. Next, they have opened the counters with the silver, and last, just now comes it is a Vivaha with the diamond and premier jewelry. So, what is this? This is nothing but how a business will be graded by one particular to second opinion, third opinion. If the operations strategy is good, the success will be ill-defined for them. So, here, achieving them, all these tasks will be nothing but their sustained focus on operations, resources, and processes. When the first branch of Chandana Brothers was started in Gazuwaka city, Gazuwaka area of Vishakhapatnam city, he would have not thought that he will be having 154 branches with expanded to jewelry and diamond also. He might have thought that, okay, I'm happy with here because here in Gazuwaka, he's making salaries. But what made them to reach that particular crores of turnover with a number of branches? I think you might have heard consignment also he is doing. So how he is doing, and for means this is nothing but this is the operation strategy that have given them the real value of a strategic particular decision. So now this is what is meant by means operation strategy. What is the importance of why we have to go for operation strategy means operation strategy come off the forefront around in 1970s. It has gained importance. This is not a new word which we are discussing now. It is there from 1970s. Until then, the companies emphasized mass production of standard production designs also. Due to the lack of international competition, companies could sell anything of their product. But there was a change in the 1970s and 80s. Some companies began offering products of superior quality at lower cost. Then the problem in between the particular movements have taken place. It took time to really understand the modern approaches. So that is the reason it should be noted that the competition and the competitive, if their operation strategy is effective, obviously that is all their resources, how their resources were especially designed to directly support the companies. Because here, finance is the lifeblood of the business, and finance is the limited item where we cannot expand beyond a particular limit. So, in such case, how to make maximum satisfaction and optimum utilization of the limited resources called finance? That is nothing but that gives your operation strategy, and it is developed only for facing such particular jerks. So now we are supposed to discuss manufacturing versus service operations. Now you can ask me the question that here, do you think that same operation strategy will be working for a school and a textile industry? One is a manufacturing industry and one is a service industry. There differs the but limits between manufacturing operation strategies and services operation strategy, because the difference says that manufacturing operations converts inputs like materials, labor, etc. into tangible outputs. Tangible means it is the output where which you can see, touch, and enjoy. So manufacturing says that it is converting the input into output which is seen. For example, I'm taking the plastic material and processing it, and the output is a pen. You are seeing the pen, you are enjoying the benefits of the pen. So it is a tangible asset. Coming to service operations, it also transforms the inputs, but the outputs are intangible. You have joined the services course with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. Now you are enjoying the classes of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. At the end of the session or at the end of your course, when somebody like me asks you, what is the satisfaction you have gained out of the services in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University? Immediately you can tell them much satisfaction, but you cannot measure it. You cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot feel. It's only that you can tell out of your words and gratitude, but nothing is visible there, like a piece of chalk, like a car which is manufactured, like a cement which is manufactured, like a pen which is manufactured. So the services operations are intangible and manufacturing operations are obviously tangible. And the second difference goes that manufacturing operation allows separation between the production and consumption. So when manufacturing company introduces and the raw material input both can be seen and both can be touched and processed, there is a separation between production and consumption. Here in services organization, services customers receives service as it is performed. Thus, there is here in service organization, there is a production as well as consumption of service at the same time. For example, I'll tell you with the help of a best example. If I am a manufacturing unit for pen, I have manufactured 1 lakh pens 2 months ago and they are running into the market. This is what is meant by operations in manufacturing. Now, today morning we have made biryani, and in the hotel, maximum extent tonight we have to serve. Otherwise, tomorrow morning we can make it hot and serve. But how many days can you make use of the same biryani for 2 months or 3 months to be sold in the market? No, that is what is. There is a separation between consumption and production in the manufacturing, whereas in service, whatever is produced, whatever is served, you need to be consumed immediately. That is healthy. And next one, productivity is easily measured in manufacturing operations because here operations product is tangible. Here I can say like I have produced 1 lakh pens. Means what is my customer eligibility? 1 lakh customers will be enjoying the benefit. Now here in service organization, I can't say that the enjoyment or the number of customers enjoyed my service cannot be measured because, for example, I have cooked food for 50 people today. Maybe 20 people might have gone, done it, eaten it, and 15 people might have eaten it, and 55 people might have eaten it, thinking that today in the hotel 100 members will be coming. I have cooked the food. But do you think that all the 100 must be there and 100 only be eating? No, it can be done by 85 people or it can be done by 115 also. So you cannot be measuring in a clear cut terms once you are coming to manufacturing operations. Now, next one is expenses required for material handling is more in manufacturing operations. When expenses for material handling, because there is a stock there, because you are seeing it, because you need to hide it, and compare it to service, manufacturing expenses will be less because. For example, if it is a school, you need a building and certain amenities. If it is a hotel, you need food items to be cooked and other equipment for that. So, compared to manufacturing operations, service operations are less expensive. Next, here customers have less contact with people who provide manufacturing operations. We don't know who are producing. For example, I am enjoying the pen called Parker, but I don't know who is Parker, where it is manufactured, who is doing it. I don't know because the customer and means a producer interaction will be very less in case of manufacturing, but customers have more contact with the persons who are providing service. For example, after going to hospital, you are treated by a particular doctor. You are a patient and your doctor is just there with you, so you are enjoying the doctor and a patient relationship. For example, you have joined a college, faculty is there, you are listening to the faculty's classes. So this is possible in case of means service organizations. Customers can directly meet the producers. Next one, quality standards can also be maintained relatively simple and established manufacturing operations, whereas the quality standards are difficult to means adjust in service organizations because if you provide all these also, for example, you will be knowing when a university is providing all the facilities for the students also, NAC will say something, AICTE will require something. But as far as my knowledge is concerned, they are doing the services in their best, but the thing is, they need to be put on pen and paper and something to be maintained in the form of documentation. When documentation is not there, obviously the universities will find fault with the colleges or the institutions or the respective deemed universities or etc. But in case of manufacturing, such particular quality standards can always be maintained. Otherwise, production itself is difficult. And coming to manufacturing operations, maintenance and repair work totally be dependent. And service operations do not depend on maintenance and repair work because they can do on their own. They'll not wait for the any other person to come and rescue them. So here we say that we can say at the end of these two, services and operations management in manufacturing industries, we say that operation strategy has a very vertical relationship in the corporate hierarchy, means with the business and cooperative strategies. You want to continue the business, you need to be cooperative enough. And horizontally with the other functional strategies. So, operation strategy might come out from top to bottom or bottom to top with a response of market requirements based on capabilities of its means operation resources. So, a conventional and useful distinction is often used when it is discussed a strategy that it is between content and process. So, what is the content and what is the process? This defines the operations strategy either in manufacturing industries or in service organizations. So we can say that understanding the relative importance of the operations performance and understanding the influence of them, how influence will be means uh, operation strategy is not always operational. Once again, I do mean that operation strategy and operations is not always operational. What is meant by this particular means this sentence is concerned with how the competitive environment is changing and what the operations has to be to do in order to meet the current and future challenges in the business. Means right now we are running okay. In the next year, the courses will be running, the food will be served, the services are expected on par, and something which is to be changed, you need to be adjustive with the changes, psychological, environmental, political, natural, and even any other external forces are there. So we do say that operations and strategically we will be doing what is meant by in up down top down perspective. Means if the hierarchy, I can tell with the help of an example, the manufacturer of a meteorology instruments described earlier are discussed that such a continual product innovation both increases its cost and confuses its customer. The customer did not know how to use it. Again, you need to go for an ad. So this approach becomes a standard design practice wherein are within the company. So we say that with the top down bottom or bottom up, we must be very careful enough that the market and the requirements of the operations, either in services or in organization, will be going for. Now we are supposed to discuss that these operations will be training on performance objectives. What is meant by performance objectives? What can be the reasons for performance objectives? Means here we use the term profession performance objectives because they are nothing but quality, speed, dependability, flexibility, and cost. For example, once the product is too good, but it is a premier product, we can't. For example, diamonds. Diamonds is a perfect for performance, but it is cost. So it is because of the cost effect on that none of us can purchase a particular diamond necklace. For that, what is the substitute we got is either seeded stones or uncut diamonds. So these two are substitutes for those who feel like we need to enjoy the particular diamonds. So, like this, what are the performance objectives? Means this is nothing but about the quality, about the speed, about the dependability, about the flexibility, and about the cost at the end. That plays an important role as far as operations means is concerned, services are concerned. So, next we are supposed to discuss about certain key areas where we need operation services. So what are that operation strategy is to be needed is facilities, the location, the size, the focus of operation of resources should be taken into consideration to know the facilities of the organization which is providing for the better services of goods and services it is to be produced. So it should be produced at each location. What makes each locality should serve at what the particular local people are expecting from. So that, for example, if the company is in a low profile area, you need to go with the low profile products or products with low amenities and accessories. So going to a poor locality and selling bench cars or Audi cars, you will not be successful because think of the area. If you sell a cycle, everybody will purchase it and enjoy. Where you are supposed to sell a cycle, you can't establish a dealership shop or franchisee of a luxurious item. And the next one is capacity. So, what is capacity? The capacity of operations and their ability to mobilize and respond to changes in customer demand. Because customer will have monkey attitude. What is there yesterday? Today they may not be accepting or welcoming the product, or at least if that is there with them, they'll not use also, stating that it is outdated. So, this is what is meant by these decisions are concerned with the use of facilities. For example, we can say that through shift patterns, working hours, staffing levels, etc. So these are capacities. Next, third point is process technology. So, what is meant by process technology? The technology of the equipment which is used in operations of processes. For example, the degree of automation used, the configuration of the equipment, and the utility of the particular equipment or any piece in particular is known as process technology. And fourth one dependent upon is supply network. So what is meant by this supply network is nothing but the exam content extent to which the operations management are conducted in-house and are outsourced. The decisions about the vertical integration and are also concerned with the choice of suppliers, their location, their extent of operations, extent of dependence, and particularly in particular suppliers and how the relationships with customers are managed. So, infrastructure decisions can occupy certain areas, and planning and control, quality of the product, work organization, human resources, new product development, etc., or will be taken into consideration as and when we will be speaking about certain issues of production and manufacturing operation strategies. Next, we are supposed to know about what are the trends, issues, and trade offs. Before we discuss one by one, let us think of what is meant by trends and issues. Later, we can trade offs and we can discuss other technical jargon. So, I think you might have heard about globalization. So, everybody they use this word stating that the world is going towards globalization. So, I don't know how far they will be knowing the exact meaning, but their uses will be widespread as far as globalization is concerned. So the world has now become a global village. So we can just say that competition in most industries have been intensified greatly in recent years and is expected to continue. So earlier, a particular business is like a particular means grass or mean a single caterpillar. Now the same business have risen from the colors of a caterpillar to the a beautiful butterfly. So this is what you can say. There is a transformation in the areas and in the widespread utility of the particular means products. So here it will occur several times that the company opportunities have been changing, the components have been changing, and the companies are going for new marketing and attract for the utmost satisfaction of the customer. So here we say that McDonald's, for example, I'll take the McDonald's growth in United States since 1984 to 1994. So the journey of McDonald's from 1984 to 1994, a decade, was 6.4% annually when it was international sales grew 19% during the same time. So you observe here, McDonald's in United States have seen a growth of 6.4% in 1984 to 1994, which is a decade, means a gap, whereas international sales grew up to 19%. Exactly three times more when it is from in the home country to other countries. So as a result, business managements have extended their visions beyond their own national borders when developing operation strategies at an international level. Obviously, if I'll be the manager for McDonald's, also I'll think that let's just concentrate on international sales, leave about the nation for ourselves, hometown, because anyway we need to pick up over here, but they are already picked up the sales. So the three factors differently affecting the way of the business here is nothing but connectivity, how you are getting connected to the people who are in need and who are ready to purchase and welcome your particular product. And next one is the speed. What is the speed and what is how you are going to attract the customers? And third one is intangibility. Intangibility is nothing but here we do observe that this is nothing but we do say that yes, certain services now are available into 24 into 7 and 7 days a week in place. More traditional operations hours will be there from Monday to examples. We can give so many the services of stock exchange, transactions, Air India, hotels, reservations, etc. So, if you see the same problem from one point of view to another, obviously there is a disparity. Obviously, there is a change that needs to be implemented. Out of this particular change in globalization and trading, we have to discuss first global view. What is this global view? Means the same service can be provided internationally. So provide better goods and services. When a customer is coming to you for a particular service, we need to provide a better goods and services. Next, learn to improve operations. Once after McDonald's have reached 19%, it is not supposed to stop. It has to increase now to better augment the improve their operations. Understand other markets. He has to understand now. A particular person can be appointed to understand why McDonald's have done other international, other countries globally good, and why can't in our country, where the problem lies. Because it is there in our country, they are not accepting, and because it is a foreign product, maybe the other country is accepting. Or is any taste changes is there, or any expectations from the customer which is there, which is a fault for our national market. And next, employ the top of the line contributors from all over the world, because the manufacturing may be thinking one thing, and there will be differentiation in the mindsets of the people from different countries. So, for this mission and strategy, we are supposed to develop. So, mission is the purpose of rationale, where for an organization's existence, and for example, what do your organization do? Contribute to the society. For example, what is the contribution of Keshav Memorial Educational Institutions to the society or to the people who are joining there? Here, the strategy of the organization or plan of action is to achieve the mission. So, every financial or functional area has its own strategy and how to do its a part to help the entire organization achieve its mission. So, such strategies consider strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities. That is what SWOT analysis we say. So, how to be the best and take the advantage of then or controversy, minimize the tasks and maximize the profits will be the challenge for your operational manager. So, taken as a whole, the contribution of the functional area or the strategies support the mission and the success of the organization. Next, you are supposed to discuss about competitive advantage. There are three different means methods to advantage to take the competitive advantage: differentiation, leadership, and response. This is nothing but uh, where we will say that yes, there are three streams of each and every person to participate or to enjoy or to take advantage of this particular zine. So, what is it? How it is to be taken into care of? Means a competitive advantage will be taken in three steps. I told you already: differentiation, caste leadership, and response. How to take an operations manager turn these tasks into completed in order to deliver goods and services cheaper, better, or more responsively. So that is the reason we have to go for even alternative operation strategies also. So strategic operations management decisions thinks about that organizations and supply management should be going hand in hand, and they will be thinking that yes, this can be possible when certain conditions are to be satisfied. So what is that? At the end of the day, we must be thinking that yes, there is a need and necessity in the issues and tasks and trade-offs of this particular operations management, especially when you are comparing from manufacturing industries to service organizations. Next, we are supposed to discuss about trends in operations management. So, what are the trends and what is meant by a particular operations management trend? Means operation management is the process of managing activities that produces goods and services in order to create the value for the customer. So the ever shrinking process and product life cycles, because I use the word here ever shrinking, because the product life cycle can never be shrinked and can never be taken a lead without passing such a stage as what we discuss. So the new trends of the labor market, environmental management, means environmental concerns, digitalization of the process, and require innovative approaches in order to go for the next production or next base. So all these to be taken into consideration. And apart from this, it is the challenge for the operations management to use technology, which is ever changing, plays a very key role in springing boarding constant advancements in operations management. So the company has to say that it is that use technology can well thrive. Those do not may or may not survive. The future of operations management is going to involve increasing automatically to the point, and we will hardly recognize the key performance indicators in this platform. So I do say that I think you might have heard is a word called supply chain management. Today's business is evolved away from traditional focus on single exchange transaction and towards an emphasis on creating and maintaining longer term buyer seller relationship. So a supply chain is a sequence of suppliers, transporters, warehouses, manufacturers, wholesalers, distributors, retailers, outlets, final customers. So this is what is meant by supply chain management. So here I can say that supply chain management emphasizes all activities associated with the flow and transportation of goods from raw material to the end user, as well as associated the information flows. So I can say that physical distribution, logistics, and supply chain management. I can say that supply chain management in 1990s become popular because of various reasons. Now, supply chain management is the coordination of production, inventory, location, transportation among the participants in a supply chain to achieve the best results. So, it acknowledges all the traditional logistics and also includes activities such as marketing, new product development, finance, and customer service. So it helps the organizations in participation in value chain. And we are supposed to discuss the total quality management in detail. Any doubts till now? Okay, can I forward with total quality management TQM? Basically, total quality management refers to a parameter which decides the superiority or inferiority of a product of a service. Quality can be defined as an attribute which differentiates a product or service from its competitors, and hence it plays an essential role in every business. Total quality management is defined as a continuous effort by the management as well as emphasizes a particular organization to ensure long term customer loyalty and customer satisfaction. One most important point to be remembered is that one happy and satisfied customer brings 10 new customers into the particular having a particular along with his various one disappointed individual when spread a bad word of mouth also spoil the several existing as well as potential customers. So some of the important aspects relating to total quality management we are supposed to discuss are concepts, principles, advantages, and barriers of total quality management implementation. So, principles of total quality management are customer requirement. For example, both internal and external must be met first time and every time. This is the slogan for TQM principle. Everybody must be involved in the process. So, regular two-way communication must be promoted. And one more thing, you are supposed to identify the training needs and supply it to the employees. The top level management commitment is a must. This is compulsory. Every job must be having an add value and eliminate waste and reduce total cost. Promote creativity, focus on teamwork. So, what are the benefits which we can enjoy? Are tangible benefits. If you improve the product quality, improve the productivity, you can reduce the quality costs in the long run, increased market and customers, increased profitability, reduce employee grievances. When it comes to intangible, where you cannot see, you cannot touch, only you need to feel, improved employee participation, improved teamwork, improved work relationships in the work culture, customer satisfaction, communication, job interest from employees' point of view, problem solving from customer point of view, and company's image. That's what we say goodwill. So here, this is nothing but we are supposed to maintain the total quality management also after taking the into consideration, put these points into consideration. Next, we are supposed to discuss about waste management in production. What is known as waste management in production? Even though it sounds something which is different, waste management plays a very important role in managing operations. The true cost of waste is not simply the cost of discarded material. It encompasses inefficient use of raw material, unnecessary use of energy and water. The actual cost of such waste is typically 4.4 to 5% of turnover. Turnover means sales, and can be as high as 10%. Waste management has become a complex collection of services provided through local authorities as a complete answer to their waste management obligations. So, that is the reason a key development in waste management is the focus of preventing the production of waste through waste minimization and reuse of waste materials through cycling. So this can extend certain points like obsolete items. There are these materials or equipments which are not damaged and which have economic worth but are no longer useful for the company's operation owing to many reasons such as changes in the product line, process, material, and so on. So this is when by avoiding obsolete items. Next, surplus items. These are those materials and equipments which have no immediate use but have accumulated due to faulty planning, because of poor planning, because of insufficient person who have planned, forecasting them and purchasing beforehand. However, they have a usage value in future. And the third one, first one obsolete, second one surplus, third one scrap. It is defined as process wastage, such as turnings, borings, sprues, flashes. They may be have end use time with the plant evolving commercial values, hence should be disposed of periodically. So I should say that obsolete items are those items which are not damaged, but because of the changes in a particular product, they will be kept like that. And surplus items we have purchased in advance without proper planning. And scrap, during a period of manufacturing, it will be turned as scrap. So these are sources of waste. Sources of waste can be transportation, rework, over processing, in the motion, in the inventory. I means inventory means you can ask me the too many flow of units in the system. If they are far suggest because of inventory requires a costly and space driven also. Where to keep all this stock? So waiting, employees are resources just sitting out waiting for something to happen. Example, for a meeting to start, a customer to call a customer waiting for several one. Definition, waiting is an unproductive wastage of time. So waiting waste includes idle time as well as long flows also. So these are the trends, means waste management, where in order to achieve supply chain management and total quality management, we are supposed to encompass the stages called waste management too for the success of the organization. So the other trends in operations management which we have to know is business process reengineering. This is a buzzword. It's a radical approach to design the core processes. Take everything that you have used before, discard it, and then start again from scratch. With business process reengineering, you can foster innovation and improve the any selected measures dramatically. If you want to do it well, focus on how best you can add more value to the customer. Lean and agile operations. Established by Toyota corporations, the term lean manufacturing has become a mainstream trend in the industry, and it is used interchangeable with just-in-time production management. So, agile manufacturing has its origins in software development and now used in various industries. The reason it came to life was the growing complexity of processes, and it is characterized by product development done in small industries, increments, and super fast decision makings. So these together ensure the necessary flexibility and interactivity, proven remedies for unpredictable changes in the market demand. Next, I think you might have heard the word Six Sigma. It is a disciplined, statistical based, data driven approach. I repeat, the word Six Sigma is a very disciplined, statistical based, and data driven approach and continuous improvement methodology for eliminating defects in the product or process, or at least a service. It was developed by Motorola and Bill Smith in the early 1980s based on the quality management fundamentals, and they became a popular management approach at GE in the early 1990s. So this will means the Six Sigma was a way of doing business. The method is based on Six Sigma measure, which is achieved if only 3 to 4 defects are found in a million output. This way, production efficiency can be increased clearly by 100% when presented with a problem. The Six Sigma approach uses a 5-step method called DMAIC, an acronym of define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. That is DMAIC. Define, measure, analyze, and improve and control. So, one more is customized production. In the past, there was mass production where production was made in large scale with standardized production to gain economies of scale. But with increased flexibility and competition, now the companies are forced to customize their products based on customer requirement, and techniques such as mass customization are used in doing so. So, employee empowerment in innovation, involvement, recognizable manufacturing systems, sustainable operations management, and behavioral operation management are given utmost importance. And one more point we are supposed to discuss is green production. In the past, the production was focused on obtaining resources all at lowest possible cost and manufacturing the lowest cost, ignoring the damage of the environment. Due to initiatives by environment and pressure by groups of companies are moving towards green production and green marketing, where they carry out the business activities without damaging the environment by not destroying the natural resources, taking care of the forest and wildlife, and so on. And with this, I can complete the particular topic which is to be discussed today. Abraham, any doubts, Nana?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, what about the material, ma'am?
Actually, I have forwarded a PDF, Nana, in the group.
Yes, yes. Oh, that is the one only, no?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And if any assignment questions you need to be means supported by me, please post a question in the particular group in which I was there a member. I'll be giving answers also.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, they mentioned we all need to submit, like students need to submit assignment by 31st August.
Oh.
Yeah, but
any role for me to support, I'll be assisting you. Don't worry. We'll do our level best. And you just give the questions where you are not having any material or any means or resources. I'll be assisting you with that.
Yeah,
and I have given a PDF of the operations management material in the group, Nana.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Yeah, if anything required, we'll post in the group, ma'am.
Exactly. I'll be helping you out.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Right, Nana. Can we leave?
Yes, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, Nana. Thank you.
Yeah.